Hello and welcome to episode 30 of the Custom Club with the Walkley Wanderers. Now, we're in the... Hello and welcome to episode 30 of the Custom Club with Walkley Wanderers. We're nearing the end of September and we've got a humdinger of a derby against Sheffield United. We're going to call this one the Ponderosa Clash because the distance, halfway the distance between Sheffield United's Bramall Lane and Walkley Wanderers' Walkley Stadium is a place in Sheffield called Ponderosa. So, thought it would be quite cool to name it after that, because I couldn't think of anything else to name it. So yeah, that's basically the level of depth I went into editing this team into Sheffield. So we're going to the transfer history because a bit's changed, and obviously I need to go through all the transfers that I did. So Anton Learn was going to join us in January, but our defence was so bad at the start of the season, we decided to pay £7,000 up front to play him now. So he's now into the club. Basically, I just pressed buy now, and it said your compensation of £7,000. I was like, that's nothing to get someone of that class who immediately becomes our key player. Even more key than Jack Harper for some strange reason. Very strange. I really thought Jack Harper would have been the best player in this team. So let's go through it. We've already seen Sam Bennett. He came from Celtic. Lewis Dowd on loan from Manchester United. We've talked about the curious case of Darren Shenton. Jonas Larsson. He's a defensive mid/midfielder. Might train him to be a centre mid, actually, which I will do. You know what? I saved up episode 29 to upload today because my voice was so bad yesterday, and it was the case this morning. I had a shocking throat going down to work. Really thought, you know what, I've saved that up. I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to just let today pass me by. And 2-3 hours laying in bed has actually helped my voice so much. So I'm able to do this for you right now. So we're just seeing Jonas Larsson, or Jonas Larsson, whatever you want to call it. I think because he's from Denmark, and probably pretty sure it's Jonas. Ashley Price, we've already seen this guy. Nicholas Rankin is a right back, pretty good potential right back. Came from West Ham. Didn't make any appearances from. Actually went to the Vanarama South. Is that... I'm literally picking up the shit from the Vanarama South. Yeah, alright. Rob Reed does have a decent potential, but he's nowhere near our first team goalkeeper. Actually was attracting interest from Aston Villa, so that's all good for him. Gary Dennison, he's a centre-back. He's got a decent report, right? But I am still putting a big gamble on this guy because he's 20 years old already and he has some decent stats. We'll just see. We'll see if he becomes like a backup, a fringe player. George Taylor, attacking mid, not a bad signing from Exeter. Michael Smith, who I thought was going to be great, but then he got injured about 2 weeks into his Walkley career, and that's stopped him from really progressing. John Mills, I think he's going to be a fine player. He's injured at the moment. He's on loan at Colchester. Stuart Taylor from Manchester United. He's on loan at Morecambe. And he played 4 games for Grimsby in League 2 last season. Yeah, that's literally the standard that I'm going for at the moment. Jonathan Skinner, turning into a decent player, scored plenty of goals for us already. 7 starts, 4 goals. 9 games, 4 goals, 7 starts. There you are. Ryan Green. You see, I can't even remember half of these. Another striker that we were looking at just to fill in the Bell gap that eventually happened. I don't know if this was after or before. 20th. Oh, it was the day after we bought Ryan Green. Peter Lawson, I'm sure I showed you. This guy is my defender right, and he should be taken over from Sam Dryden eventually. Mind you, so should Nicholas Rankin. So we're trying to phase out Sam Dryden. He's been with the club for so long. This guy is our hot prospect, future prospect in the club. We'll get to the kits in a second because that's spoiler alert. Yeah, Reece Hughes is our hot prospect. So that's nice to see. Anyway, he's 20 years old. Forking out a lot of wages. You'll have seen the wages for all the players. It's actually quite a big wage budget now compared to what we've had beforehand. Still probably the lowest in the league, but I mean we have to like buy within our means, basically live within our means. This is our loanee kind of wild card, basically, in Thomas Mallow. Actually scored a couple of goals, 3 starts, 2 goals, not bad. Determination of 20. If he can grow a tiny bit, he'll actually be a very good player for us. And we're just seeing Jack Harper and Anton Learn. I'm super glad that we got him, because as soon as we got him, the tide started turning. I think we got him just before the Huddersfield match. We scored 3 against Huddersfield, 4 against Tottenham, 4, and they've got Harry Kane, Sado Berahino. They've got a decent side. Then we drew 1-1 against Leeds, and finally getting a win for the first time in 5 games. And we won Crystal Palace, which was sick. Yeah, and Callum Gribbin. Right, I've completely forgot to do it again. These are the players that I've got back on loan. Danny Carroll's back on loan. Walkley Wanderers, youth player, on loan for a second season from Burnley. I got Callum Gribbin from Manchester United again. And he was struggling in League 2. Did alright in League 1. And he's doing superbly well in the Championship, should I say. He's had 6 appearances, 3 goals, 3 assists. So he's been involved in the exact same amount of goals as he's played in games, if you know what I mean. Which is fantastic. And that's basically it. We talked about the Julic situation. I can't even remember his name. I'm sorry. He's been like Julic. There you go. He's been in our club for that long, and I can't remember his name. That's poor. But yeah, learn £5,000 per week. It wasn't as bad as what I first feared. I thought it was £6,000 or £7,000. £5,000 for someone like that. It's basically a steal, isn't it? Great spot by one of our scouts. This is incredible, especially for the money that we got him for, which was basically £7,000 because he was out of contract with his club. How a Premier League side didn't find this guy, I don't know. He's already decent for Premier League sides. That is a great find. So, what we got? What were I talking about? Yes, the kits. The kits. Before we get into the game against Sheffield United, we're going to talk about the kits because I said that Adidas had finished their little spell with us, and now we've gone to Le Coq Sportif, who was basically a French company, I think it's French, what has a chicken on its badge, or a male chicken basically, and what they've done with the third kit is basically a male chicken has shat on a shirt. That's basically what that's done. I mean, some people would like that shirt. I know that some people will go, oh, actually, I can see myself wearing that somehow. But I mean, I can't even deal with it. It's like this. Actually, the shade of pink is nice, okay? But nevertheless, it's bright pink. It's it's bright pink. The home and away shirt quite nice, but it's bright pink. Yeah. It's the same template. The home and away shirt. These were the last shirts that I did right at the start of the series. So what I've done in the last hour was made the next 3 seasons worth of shirts, and we've only got a 1-year contract with Le Coq Sportif, so you won't see any more hideous shirts like that from this company. Yeah, and that's basically everything that we need to do right now. I need to sort out these legends, icons, favourite personnel. I'm actually an icon now, which is fan-fucking-tastic. How good is that? Reputation's gone up to 2.5 stars. Wow. So yeah, this is our derbies page, because we will have both derbies this season, because we're all in the championship. All the Sheffield sides are in the championship. It's great. So the Sheffield 6 derby, that's the postcode that Walkley Wanderers and Sheffield Wednesday share, and then the Ponderosa derby for reasons that I've already told you about. Yay! And it's one of them derbies now. It's probably the less meaningful of the two, obviously, because it's the furthest away out of the Sheffield clubs, but still the first ever meeting between Walkley Wanderers and Sheffield United. We really need to win this because of fan pride, and also we kind of need to push ourselves away from the relegation spots. We've done incredibly well not to even to stay away from that relegation spot as much as we possibly can. We were bottom at one point with only one actual point to our names or something like that. But eventually we got ourselves a couple of wins and we've done alright, you know? Anyway, we're playing with full green kits, and this... Oh! Gribini scored again, you fucking legend! Oh, wow, don't shout, Curtis. You're just gonna make yourself worse. So, Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United are the reason that I actually went for the green kits. My favourite club, as you guys probably know, is Manchester United. So if I were to make a team myself, I would probably choose red kits. But you can't really have 2 red kits in a city, can you? So my second choice would be green. And we've gone 2-0 up thanks to Jack Harper. I must say, right, if we go back to the homepage, I think we've been terribly, terribly unlucky with the start that we've had. We had Wolves away, who just got relegated. West Brom, we all know how good West Brom is. Burnley away. Crystal Palace at home that we somehow won. Huddersfield away that could have been a winnable game. And then Tottenham away. That was a hideous start for us. The first 2 teams that you really think are championship sides, we've actually done alright against. And this could be another one. Sheffield United, at some point, went from League One to the Championship. And we're winning them 2-0 already. This could be another one of them Ipswich games. This really could be one of them Ipswich games. Skinner, cracking goal, son. 3-0 to Walkley Wanderers. Oh, we're in dreamland right now, and we're in the driving seat to win the first ever Ponderosa derby, which is spot on. Learn, collects the ball and gives it to Danny Carroll and asks him to run with it. It's Skinner, who's got bags of pace himself. Don't screw it up. Waldron, easy. Need to get another contract to Waldron as soon as possible because his contract runs out at the end of this year. And it's valuable to us, to be honest. Well worth £3,000, £4,000. My God, we are 4-0 up. There's nothing else to say, but we're just smashing them. Excuse me. I know I have a lot of local subscribers on my channel. So for the people who are around Sheffield, and support Sheffield United. I really do apologise how bad we are crushing you at the moment. But think of it this way, at least you've actually got out of League One, which is a fucking miracle, to be fair. They've been in League One for far too long. I still can't believe that Harry Kane is still at Tottenham. Just crazy. I think that was Che Adams. I can't remember his name. He nearly went in. I am going to make a couple of subs. And we'll bring Danny Carroll to the middle. And we'll put on Ashley Price, who has got a very good future. Mick Walker deserves to be in the first team, to be honest, but Skinner and Harper are doing very well together. So I'd rather keep it like that. And, well, there you go. Peter Lawson's there. He's going to get subbed for Nicholas Rankin. I think even if someone gets injured now, wow. Che Adams, yeah, that's the response that he's just given me for screwing up his name. So Che Adams has scored a thunderbolt. And now I've made substitutions, and then I said, you know what, if we even go down to 10 men, we won't lose this. 3 goals deficit. But we are a fitter side. We've got less injury proneness. So hopefully, we can hold on to this and not get any injuries. Sheffield Wednesday are 3-1 up against Reading away from home. Oh, God, Learn's injured. I'm not angry that I've gone down to 10 men. That's kind of expected, but we have just got Learn injured, and if he's out for 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months, then we're gonna face games like the start of this season where we were just shipping in goals all the time. The actual purchase of Learn has made us a better side. I mean, we've conceded again. I am going to go a bit more defensive. It's not worth the risk. We don't want to have a very exciting end to the game. Kapakwa can play in the middle. Can Dodd go there? Oh, he's going to have to. He's going to have to go there. Gribbing comes down, which he can't play there either. And I think Walker can play as an attacking mid. So we go into a very unconventional formation here, something that we don't train for. Just make sure. I mean, even if they score now, which, dear me, it was like ping pong in that box then. Even if they score now, with only 2 minutes to go, it's going to be very difficult for them to get even a point here. Hit the post, it's offside, and we have held on, and that is a phenomenal victory. Something for the fans to cheer about. We have just beat our local rivals in Sheffield United by 4-2 in the first ever meeting between the two sides. And we're up to 15th. And we've leapfrogged Sheffield United. I'm going to say Man United then. Not that long until we do leapfrog them. So, don't hold your breath. Learn 2 to 3 weeks. It could have been worse. I'm not going to complain. I think Learn is not. I think Learn's a strong man. So, I mean, even if he gets injured, it won't be for long periods. Let's not talk about new contracts. I'm already strapped for cash as it is. So there you go. Harper on form for Walkley. This has been Cutsy. Thank you. Oh, hang on. No. Someone asked me to show you my profile. So there you go. That's my profile at the moment and the information. I'm going to let you have a look at this first. My technique and attacking coaching's up to 14. Youngster knowledge to 16. Yeah. Games played. 269 games won, 165. Win percentage of 50%. And we'll go on to the information. I've got national reputation. Obviously, as part of Man United, national A license now. I really don't know about coaching qualifications. Based in England, and I was Sunday League footballer as my playing experience because I don't really have any experience. There you go. Right, this has been Cutsy. Sorry if I've been waffling on a bit. Waffling. I'm doing it again. This has been Cutsy. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and I will see you next time.